halfway through week 6, and it's time to start introducing you to some new moves. We've been doing a few new moves last couple days, and I've got a couple more for you today. So the first thing we're gonna do is a pike push-up. So when you're doing this, I want you to think about an overhead press, okay? So an overhead press, you have your weights right here, right? And you're pushing them up overhead, and so you're working your shoulders. You with me? Okay, so we're gonna come down like you're gonna do a push-up right here, but you're actually gonna come into like a yoga downward dog position, like a pike, like this, all right? Then I want you to tuck your chin to your chest and bring your head down to the floor and back up. So it's like you're pushing the floor away from you like the overhead press, okay? So you're pushing the floor away, make sure your chin is tucked, and it's the top of your head that's coming down to the floor. So to make it easier, you actually just go into a little bit less of a pike, and to make it harder, you go into a deeper V, okay? So let me show you the harder version. You're gonna walk your feet in as close as you can, tuck that chin, bring your head all the way to the floor, and then back up. A little bit easier, you're just gonna walk your feet out a little bit, and tuck the chin, and head down, okay? So the tucking the chin is really important, because that's what's gonna make your head come to the floor and work your shoulders versus your chest, okay? So our next move, we're gonna do a front raise. We're gonna do an overhand front raise this time. So your palms are gonna be facing down, and you're gonna lift and lower. You're gonna lift just to shoulder height and then back down, okay? Next up, we've got our bent over reverse flies. So as a reminder, we've done these before. You're gonna be here, you're gonna come out and back down, out and back down, okay? Then our last move for today is another kind of push-up we haven't done before. These are a tricep push-up, and these are pretty tough. So you'll probably wanna do them on your knees or even up against the wall, okay? So your elbows are right underneath your shoulders, and they're a little closer than they normally be for a push-up. And your elbows are gonna stay right by your sides. And back up, down, and up. So don't come out like this, okay? Your elbows stay right close to your sides and back up. So the modification is to come up to a wall and do the same thing. So hands are right out in front of your shoulders, and then you keep your elbows by your sides, and then push that wall away from you, okay? So we're gonna be doing 4 sets of 12 reps today. So I will go ahead and grab Caitlin, and then we'll get started. Okay, are you guys ready to go? We've got Caitlin here, and we're gonna start on the floor. So come on down, get into your pike position. We'll wait till we're all ready. Okay, Caitlin's ready. Are you guys ready? Okay, make sure you tuck that chin. And here we go, head down to the floor. We're gonna go for 12. So remember, the deeper the V, the harder it is, okay? So Caitlin's got the hardest version in that deep V, and we'll see if she gets tired as the day goes on. You might see her V get a little less deep, I don't know, we'll see. But you can feel free to go as wide as you need to, okay? The key here is the chin tuck, okay? And then thinking about that head coming down to the floor. Okay, what are we at, Caitlin?
10.
Okay, now we're at 10, 2 more. And last one right here. Perfect, go ahead and slowly stand up. Don't get dizzy. You were bent over for a while. Grab your weights, and we've got our front raises. Okay, we're gonna go for 12 right here, and here we go. Up and back down. Up, down. Now we're about halfway through this program, right? Almost halfway. So for now, I feel like we should be able to be doing these. So if you need to make it a little bit easier, the modification I want you to use now is to alternate arms. Okay, so you can go right and then left. But then if you do get too tired doing that and you hit failure, then you can still drop your weights and just make good hard fists. Okay, 2 more. And number 12 right here. Perfect. Okay, keep those same weights. Nice flat back, bend it over, and here we go. Up and down. Squeeze and slowly lower. Squeeze. Okay, so make sure those weights stay right in line with your shoulders, okay? I know before we've done a move where we bring them back by our hips, but today we're trying to hit the back of our shoulders. Okay, so you want the weights to stay right in line with your shoulders and back down. Up and down. Good. Okay, 2 more, you're almost there. And last one. Perfect, go ahead and set those weights aside. We've got our tricep push-ups, okay? So the floor or the wall, you can choose for this first set, see how it goes. Okay, elbows are right under your shoulders. Most of you will probably be on your knees. If you want to try your toes, you can. And here we go. Okay, so the key here, elbows stay close to your sides, okay? I don't want your elbows coming out. We're trying to hit our triceps, and so they'll stay close to your sides, and then you'll straighten your arms and really squeeze through your triceps. How does it feel, Caitlin?
Burn.
Good, she's burning. Are you guys burning? Okay, I hope you are. Good, how many more? 4 more. Good, 3 more. And 2 more. And last one. Perfect. Okay, you guys did it. That is set number 1. We have 3 more just like that, but go ahead and grab a drink and come back in 1 minute. Okay, how are your guys' arms? Your arms and shoulders, you feeling okay? Ready to go again? Okay, go ahead and come down to the floor. Let's see what kind of V Caitlin's gonna pull this time. Oh, it's a little bit wider, just a little, oh, no, she, okay. You guys ready? We're gonna go for 12, here we go. Tuck the chin, top of the head to the floor. So remember, as long as your chin is tucked and your head is coming down towards the floor, you are simulating an overhead press. Okay, that's what you want to think about. The minute you lift your chin and start looking out ahead of you, then you're just doing a funky push-up that's just kind of weird. So keep that chin tucked, top of your head coming down to the floor. Good. 2 more. How are your shoulders, Caitlin? And last, okay, we're done, perfect. Okay, we've got our front raises. There you go. Okay, let's go for 12. You guys ready? Here we go. Up and down. This is another one where you can stand either with your feet together or you can stagger it like this. Okay, so just try both, do whatever feels better to you. Good, and remember if you get tired, I want you to alternate. Well, getting tired is okay. I mean, if you can't go anymore, if you hit failure. Good, let's go 2 more. And last one. Perfect. Okay, nice flat back. Bend it forward, and here we go, reverse flies. Good, make sure your back is nice and flat, okay? So Caitlin has a nice flat back all the way from the bottom of her skull down to her tailbone, okay? It's nice and straight. What we don't want is this, okay? So we don't want to pull your shoulder blades forward. See how that automatically rounds your back? So you're gonna keep them pulled down and back and together. And last one. Perfect. Okay, tricep push-ups. These are harder than they look, huh, you guys? Okay, we're gonna push through another set. If you can't do all 12, just do as many as you can. Okay, here we go, let's go for 12. Okay, so even though you're on your knees, I still need you to make sure you're keeping your abs tight, okay? So think about your belly button, think about drawing it in towards your spine, okay? Not sucking in your stomach, that's not what we're doing. We're just keeping it nice and tight. Pretend like you have a belt on, okay, an invisible belt, and it's just holding it in nice and tight. 3. Good. 2 more. And that's it. All right, you guys did set number 2. We're halfway through. Come back in 60 seconds. All right, we're here. Caitlin, you're ready, right? Okay, I'm ready. Are you guys ready? Let's go set number 3. Okay, come onto the floor. Got our pike push-up. Okay, tuck the chin, and here we go. Head down to the floor. If your head hasn't been tapping the floor, try to actually have your head lightly tap the floor. Okay, try it this time. You'll feel it much deeper into your shoulders if you get that full range of motion, because that means you're getting, like if you were doing an overhead press, tapping your head on the floor would mean you're getting all the way down and then up, and all the way down and up. Okay, 2 more. And last one, perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and grab those weights for our front raises. And here we go for 12. So remember, they're coming up to shoulder height, okay? I don't want them up here, all right? I want you to pause at your shoulders and then back down. Good, you guys, keep it going. Keep that core nice and tight. What do we got? 4 more. 3 and 2 and last one. Perfect. Okay, we've got our reverse fly, so go ahead and bend it over. Nice flat back, and here we go. Good. Don't be afraid to add a little bit of pop to it, okay? So you can come up and just kind of pop. I don't mean swing, just kind of pop it into place. It'll, just thinking about that, a little bit of pop at the end of it will kind of give you a little bit, I don't know what to call it, just a little bit of energy and kind of make you a little bit more forceful. Good, so it's pop. And last one. Perfect, go ahead and set those weights down. Tricep push-ups, these are the killer. Don't you think, Caitlin?
Yep.
These are the hardest. Okay, right under your shoulders. And here we go. Keeping those elbows close to your body, okay? I don't want them coming out, no flaring, all right? Good. So you'll notice that your hands are a little bit closer together than they are in a normal push-up, right? Okay, that's gonna make it so it feels more natural for your elbows to stay right next to your body. Good, 2 more. And last one. All right, you guys did it. That is set number 3. We have 1 more set. We'll be back in 1 minute. Okay, you guys ready for your last set of the day? We're gonna do all that stuff just 1 more time, okay? So let's go ahead and hit our last set of pike push-ups. I want everybody, even Caitlin, to walk your feet in just about an inch closer than you did last time, okay? Let's give it all we got here. Okay, here we go, tuck your chin, and 12. Good, see how her back is nice and flat, okay? You'll notice that the theme of lifting is a nice flat back. I almost said theme of the day, but it's kind of the theme of almost every day. So nice flat back, it's gonna automatically keep your core tight too. Good, top of the head's coming down to the floor. Good, you guys. I hope you're feeling this in your shoulders. You are, right, Caitlin?
Yep.
Okay, we're done. That's 12. Okay, go ahead and stand it up. We've got our front raises. Okay, last time. Ready, here we go. And up, down. Make sure you don't swing these, okay? It's really easy to kind of get your hips involved and start swinging them up and down, okay? We want to keep it slow and in control. Good, you should be feeling this in the front of your shoulders, right here, okay? Good, keep it going. Okay, we got 2 more. And last one, perfect. Okay, flat back, let's bend it over. And we've got our reverse flies, and here we go. Good, you guys. There's 5. Okay, 4 more. And 3, 2, and last one. Good, set those weights down. Okay, last set of tricep push-ups and then you're done. You guys are doing awesome today. Okay, hands right under your shoulders, and here we go. Good. Remember, if these get tired, just move to the wall. Okay, it's quite a bit easier on the wall, so I don't want anyone to feel frustrated, like, oh, I can't do this workout, because I promise you can do them on the wall. Good. You can adjust how hard they are on the wall, too, by how far away you step from the wall. Okay, last one. All right, you guys, you did it. That was awesome. Don't go away though. Daniel will be on in just a minute with your challenge.
All right, for today's challenge, we're doing the mile run. What we really want you to focus on is pushing yourself. So when you get ready, be sure you have a stopwatch to time yourself. The beauty of this is that there's a lot of freedom. You can do it inside, you can do it outside. You can do it on a track or indoors on a treadmill. What we really want you to focus on is going as hard as you can. For some of you, you might be running the entire time. For others, it might be a slow jog or even a walk, but that's okay. Once again, focus on pushing yourself. All right, here we go.